So did it smell when you had the gas or diesel motor? Smell like a VW?
Oh, worse. Well, it just was exhaust, because sometimes it would waft, depending on the direction of the wind, it would waft back in if we were running it.
Yep.
So, hold on. Let me
like
get,
here.
well, I need to get the key so I can run it for you. I'll prop this, that. So look at all, so when we had the diesel motor, not only did it stink, but it was loud. I mean, it was, I could not talk on the VHF radio if the motor was running because I couldn't hear what was being said. And so when he pulled that out, I mean, it took up that entire compartment. So he put in this shelf. I mean, we've got all these batteries and the motor. So this is the cool part. So, listen to how quiet it is. Well, watch the motor. Really fast. We can get up to our running speed of like 4 knots, which is fast.
Really?
Yeah. So, now we're in reverse. See how quiet it is?
It's incredible.
So we don't have to carry diesel, which not only did it provide all of this open space, but down underneath there, goes all the way down into the bilge. That was a fuel tank. We had a fuel tank under the floorboards up there, so it's just opened up all the storage. It's less weight on the boat, which makes it easier to sail. Like, you don't need as much force to get it moving through the...
So you're self-sustainable, really?
Completely self-sustainable. And by taking out the diesel motor, or the diesel engine, and the old head, we filled in 6 holes in the bottom of the boat.
Wow.
So now we're so much safer, because those are always the places, they're called seacocks. So it's a big valve.
Potential for a leak.
Right.
And sinking,
Yeah, so the boat is much safer now.
That's awesome.
And
why don't people do this more often?
Well, what Randy calls it is, what does he call it? I can't remember the term of it. Problem is that most people don't understand battery management very well. They're not taught, and I guess even battery people don't really understand it. So what it is that understanding the type of battery that you have, like
these are from a car, right?
These are lithium ion. So how these differ from like normal 12-volt batteries is that the lithium ion, you can discharge 100% and then recharge it, and there's no wear and tear to the battery. Whereas ordinary batteries, we can discharge them no more than 50% because it greatly reduces the lifetime of the battery.
These you get a fuller charge and it lasts longer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we can use it completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
which is hence the lithium batteries in a phone, or the new batteries. You don't have to worry about depleting your phone completely out. Same concept.
Same concept. The thing that people have fear that they're more volatile, and I think there is something to be said about that. But
if you're meticulous about the process,
right, and you watch you can have temperature
fluctuations
gauges on them to
gotcha.
monitor if they're getting too hot and things like that. So, what does he call it? I can't remember the term Randy uses for it. People have just it's range anxiety. Most people have these assumptions that, you're going to run out of power when you need it the most, I guess is what people are worried about. And a lot of people are so much more accustomed to just running the engine instead of using their sails. And so...
I gotcha. So it's almost like the hybrid sailor. This is like full-on sailing.
Yeah, well, and... we only use
pretend
it when
sailing.
We need it. Well, no, you can't say that. But a lot of people, which is something that the vast majority of people in the world have trouble with slowing down. So a lot of people, when they get down to like going slower than 4 knots, they turn the engine on.
Ah.
Yeah, and so
instead of just hanging.
Yeah, so we.
Like
If we're
to chill.
becalmed, we'll hang out
becalmed,
and wait
yeah.
for wind. And there's
Yeah.
nothing more exciting than the sound
Woohoo!
of water
You're
on the
like-
hull trickling past. We're like, we've got wind! Yay! We're going 1.5 knots! Woohoo!
That's awesome. That just brings a whole nother level of relaxation.
Right?
yeah, you can't even imagine.
I mean, there's
great.
exceptions to that too, but it's a range anxiety thing, and people just don't have the faith in the electric motors yet that
Yeah.
they can
Sure.
be called upon when they need them or sustain the length. And that's the thing, is having the right amount of solar panels or energy input it to store into the batteries, and then having a large enough battery bank that you can use it for more than like an hour at a time before it's depleted.
Look at your
so-
mariner ass. You are knowledgeable chick.
Oh, a little
How
bit.
impressive.
No,
I love it.
It's sinking in.
This is my girlfriend. This is my girl. Could you sail this by yourself?
I can. I don't do it often enough, so I'm really rusty, and I get a little bit anxious about it.
Sure.
Because it's our home too.
Right.
But I am definitely able to. Randy, for the most part, just does it. It's so second nature to him. He's so comfortable doing it,
And you've learned so much. I mean, just the assistance piece of it is very valuable. It's not having to tell somebody this. You kind of just watch them. You spend so much time, and you just It's an engine. It's a team.
It is, but the thing with him, and this is why so often when he talks to couples that are interested in sailing and say the woman has no experience, he always says you need to take a female-only sailing class, because the male's tendency is to be chivalrous, and if a woman's struggling with something, they want to step in and help.
Is this true?
Which
really?
which also inhibits the woman's ability to learn, because we know that I'm a learn by doing kind
Me
of
too.
person.
Yeah,
I just can't be told something and then get it.
Yeah.
So this happens really often with Randy and I. We've talked about, okay, we'll spend 50-50. You be captain one day, I be captain the next day. But inevitably, when it's my time, because I don't have the confidence and the long-term
For sure, he
experience-
jumps in. You bet.
Right.
Yeah.
So
for safety.
He's hot or cold. No, it's not safety. It's he can't give up control.
Ah.
And the safety aspect, sure. And that's what I tell him. I'm like, please don't intervene unless I'm going to do something really stupid that will like cause injury to the boat or ourselves. But he can't help himself.
I know it's.
And I can't learn that way.
Yeah.
And so he'll tell me what I'm doing, or it's the other way around, or I'll be like, I have a question. What do I do about this? And he's like, you figure it out.
Have you thought about doing your captain's?
I have, but honestly, I don't really want to go sailing by myself.
Yeah,
I don't want to be in charge of other people.
Yeah, that's a huge.
I really only want to sail
liability.
with Randy or other people short term.
Gotcha.
I
got
love
it.
sailing,
Yeah.
but I love the lifestyle more than the actual act of sailing.
Yeah.